the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 3. In the NLT, the vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Hawashai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. They're seeking to be the elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen. So I'm looking like the heathen. We get up to 144,000. Preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom. Right? So as we see these prophecies come to pass, we know that we're most definitely at the end. Now, we're going to touch on this mark of this MOTB, this Revelation 13, 16 on down. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get it. Revelation 13 and 16. And it reads, He caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might bow or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. Now, when you get this word for cause of, in verse 16, it goes into prepare to constitute, which means to put in a law for IO. And this is going to be the new regulation, man. All right? Through this digital system. That's why they going to phase out the money. All right? They're going to a digital system. They're saying it's more convenience. Remember, it's about tracking, controlling, and surveillance. Okay? Remember, Esau wants to be like the Most High. All right? For IO, it says to make, I want to jump straight to it. All these good. G, to make, i.e. render one anything. To make, i.e. constitute or appoint one anything. To appoint or ordain one that, you see. So you see, to constitute, that's to put in the law. All right, A, with the names of things made to produce, construct, form, fashion, etc. So you see, they're preparing all. They're causing all, or going to cause all. All right. So they're going to have to receive a mark. Let's get the word receive real quick. Did I mean?
Strong's G 1325.
Didomy. It reads, to give something to someone, of one's own accord, to give one something to his advantage. And this is what they're going to do. Okay, the elites are going to give you this for their advantage. So they're going to make it seem as if it's for your advantage. To bestow a gift, to grant, give to one asking. And people are going to ask for this because when the money is down or the paper currency change, whatever, is no longer in circulation, people are struggling more and more, famine and all this chaos. These people are going to ask for it. As a matter of fact, they're going to beg for it. You're going to ask to receive it. Remember, not because you don't know what it is. A lot of people, most people know what the MOTB is. But remember, you're going to be deceived, seduced into taking it, man. All right? It says, to grant, give to one asking, let have, you see? To supply, furnish necessary things, to give another, deliver. So you see, and you can just keep reading on, all right? to give, hand out lots, right? So you see what it's going into, all right? Let's see, yeah, okay. Thought I saw something. So you see, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, everybody to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the name of his name. Now, real quick, the word mark, we get this all the time. Charagma, which goes into a stamped and imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Mashiach or anti-righteous. A mark branded upon horses, thing, carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. And this is what they're going to put in you. It's not going to be on you. They're literally going to put it in you. All right? And this is how they're going to do it. Look, a stamp, etching, scratch. All right? This is for those who are going to pledge allegiance to Esau. That's idolatry. And you get this root word for charagma is karax. The idea of etching, scratching a pale or stick or palisade, and that's with that syringe. All right? This is what they're going to use to break your skin and put it in you. Now you get this root word, grapho, to write with reference to the form of the letters, to delineate or form letters on a tablet, parched paper, or other material, to write with reference to the contents of the writing. And this is what's going to be inside of this device that's the size of a grain of rice that's going to be in your skin. Okay? It's going to have all your information on it. All right? They're going to be able to read you, track and trace you. It's also a GPS system. All right? So, what brought this upon me by way of the Holy Spirit is Elder Pastor Ha. I had some videos concerning the pennies, articles concerning pennies from yesterday, how they were taking them out of circulation, and how they was going to make the pennies, these are the last pennies that they're going to make. All right, and we done lessons on it earlier this year, going into then it's going to be the nickels and the dimes. Eventually, they're going to phase out currency, physical currency, and bring in this digital system. All right, and this is going on globally. Now I'm gonna put the link to Elder Apostle Hart's video in the description box, as well as the guy he was referencing, Jason A, in the video. But I'm gonna play all of Jason A's video. So I hadn't finished watching Elder Pastor Hall's video. I started at the 10-minute, 37-minute mark, but this is the name of it. They took the bag. No ifs, ands, or buts. His channel is this. It's the Mark GMS Truth. All right. And I'm going to play this video right here.
At Shady Brook Farms, our turkeys are proudly raised on independent farms in the USA with to anonymity.
But Jason A channel is here. We were warned this was coming. And right, you were warned. The people were warned. Right? The people were warned. Right? And the only men that broke it down thoroughly, as we just did right then by way of the Holy Spirit, was the men of the Great Millstone and the affiliates, which it began with the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone. Okay, then the big brothers and the younger brothers. All right? Concerning how to fully break it down and understand it. All right? Now, real quick, you see all this going on. You got the situation with the Epstein. That's back out. Jeffrey Epstein ordered to help Russia understand Trump. Newly released emails reveal it is not complex. Reports that Trump knew that Epstein was dealing with them girls. You know, which we already knew that. We told y'all that by way of the Holy Spirit. We told y'all, man, all of these guys, man, are just, y'all know, man. So, hey, don't think that they're not going to bring forth something else to take that or try to get the people's mind off of that, man. All right? But let's play these videos real quick.
It is officially the end of the road for the penny. Yes, say bye-bye, penny. The last penny stamped today over the U.S. Mint, that's in Philadelphia. The Trump administration announced back in May that the penny, it is be phased out. Already, though, some businesses say they are running low on the pennies. It costs, by the way, more than 1 penny to make a penny. It is officially...
So you see, they're moving. Let's get this last video right here.
Existing pennies are going to retain their current value indefinitely, but with the last one being minted today, a penny shortage is what's next. Some retailers have already announced a shortage. Kroger's, McDonald's, and Walmart have reported problems, and some are rounding cash prices up or down as penny supplies dry up. Existing pennies...
You see that? So remember, hey, they try to do that with CV, right? But we're in a time where they're about to phase all this stuff out. That's why all countries are going digital. And America is going digital too. Remember, Trump wasn't with it at first, right? But now he is, all right? But now he is. Which we told y'all they're all set up, man, all right? So I'm going to just play this and, hey, and also the things that's going on in the stores. They locking things up and, you know, you got to wait for a cashier or an associate to come and aid you so they can unlock the glass or things of that nature. All right. Well, when you got the MOTB and they fully set the system up, well, all you have to do is scan it to unlock it and take what you need like that. All right. Remember, they're getting rid of workers too. All right. Physical people. Don't forget that. So, hey, everything is coming to a head, man. All right, but it need more and more calamity and chaos to happen so they can be justified in bringing these things to pass. Remember, it's for your benefit. That's what they said. And you're going to want to receive it.
On social media. In our countries, no one can walk the streets with a mask on their face or drive a car without a license plate. No one can send packages without showing an ID or buy a hunting weapon without giving their name. And yet, we are allowing people to roam freely on social networks without linking their profiles to a real identity. This paving the way for misinformation, hate speech, and cyber harassment, because it is facilitating the use of bots, and it is allowing people to act without being held accountable for their actions. Such an anomaly cannot continue. In a democracy, citizens have the right to privacy, not to anonymity or impunity, because with those two, social coexistence would be impossible. That is why I believe we must push forward the principle of pseudonymity as the functioning element of social media, and force all these platforms to link every user account to an European digital identity wallet.
Yeah.
This way, citizens could use nicknames if they want, but in the case of a crime, public authorities will be able to connect those nicknames to real people and hold them responsible. Because accountability is not an obstacle to freedom of speech. It is an essential complement to it.
Well, many have started paying for things with their phones, even watches.
One company, though, wants to take that technology to another level by implanting a chip in your hand. So, the overseas company Walletmore is selling the microchip in parts of Europe. It's about the size of a grain of rice, goes under the skin. It's then activated using a digital wallet app. The chip is going for about $300, and the company says at least 200 people have gotten them implanted already. I would have many questions for a doctor about that.
Yeah, how healthy is very micro, did it?
No.
It was pretty big. I mean, it's a pretty big chip.
I mean, you know, a paper cut hurts. You're going to put a thing like that, you know, in
What
your
happens if
hand.
you have to change banks? You got to
Right, you got to change it out.
I don't know. I ain't interested in it. Keep it away from me.
I just want to know how it affects your body.
Yeah, I can't.
Revelation 16:2 is how it affects your bodies. Cancer and sores, all right? It's going to lead to your death.
Be good. It can be good to put some electronic
Device in your body and keep it there. Ooh, good luck with that.
Exactly 5 years ago, the Central Bank of Brazil, their equivalent of the Reserve Bank of Australia, introduced a new government-run payment system known as PIX. It's an app on people's phones, and the central bank forced all the banks to accept it. Brazilians can use it to transfer money instantly from their bank account to anyone else's, a friend or a shop, either using their PIX alias or, in a shop, a QR code. And the best thing? Well, it's free for people to use, and there's a single merchant fee of 0.22%. 93% of Brazilians now use PIX, and it's rapidly displacing cards. You know it's working because the US President Donald Trump is bitterly complaining about it, saying that those great American companies, Visa and MasterCard, are losing out. So he's whacking Brazil with a 50% tariff. So here's my question. How come the Reserve Bank of Australia doesn't do it? It's talking about cutting card payment costs by $1.2 billion, but actually $6.4 billion in fees are being hoovered up for not doing very much by Visa, MasterCard and the banks, as well as Apple and Google, since about half the transactions are now using cards on our phone wallets. And that's only going to increase because, as we know, cash is on the way out. What's more, the fees are hidden. We tap our card or phone without knowing about all the little added extras. So why don't we have PIX? Well, apparently it's because the payments infrastructure in Australia is entirely built around cards. And getting everyone to switch to an app where you have to scan a QR code or know the other person's alias would be hard. Also, the system is owned by the banks and Visa and MasterCard. So the government would have to effectively nationalise it, which was fine for Brazil, but in Australia we privatise businesses, not the other way around.
As ATMs and bank branches close and Australians increasingly rely on digital payments, one economist predicts the country will be cashless in the next few years. But there are fears a world without banknotes will leave people unable to pay for essential goods and become easy targets for cyber criminals.
No time for delay on the lunch rush.
Tap away when you're ready. Tap away when you're ready. Tap away when you're ready.
Cafe Pablo and Rusty's was one of the first businesses to axe cash. Now heavy hitters are on board, including KFC, Krispy Kreme and Nando's. Even Macquarie Bank is phasing out cash deposits and withdrawals.
We're definitely going to become a cashless society. It's better for consumers and it's better for businesses.
UNSW Professor of Economics Richard Holden says in 5 years we'll be functionally cashless unless the Reserve Bank acts even sooner.
We could say year one we'll get rid of the $50 bill, year two we'll get rid of the 20 and the 10, and year three we'll kind of mop up the small change, and that would give people time to adjust. For older Australians, it's going to be more challenging.
No, not cashless. Definitely not.
I don't even have a wallet anymore. Just use the phone, it's great.
We want to be able to do what we want with our money. Sweden, the first nation to introduce banknotes back in the 1600s, was shaping up to be the first to get rid of them.
The demand from merchants and consumers that really decided the speed of this process.
But there was community backlash when people struggled to pay for essential goods, including the elderly and people living in areas with low internet.
We didn't see the problems in time.
Now trying to strike a balance.
New laws have come into operation, been forcing banks to have ATMs all over Sweden.
Lobby group Cash Welcome says it should serve as a cautionary tale for Australia.
Millions of Australians trust and rely on cash every day.
And it comes without the data breaches, scams and tech failures of digital payments.
Because it's not reliable. As soon as there's a flood, as soon as there's a fire, as soon as there's an internet outage, nobody can spend.
Whether you use cash or not, there's no question it's getting harder to access. In the past financial year, 11% of the nation's ATMs closed. Despite this, Aussies still withdraw $8 billion in cash every single month. No doubt some will need convincing.
I guess the tooth fairy is going to go digital.
When Elias Brotberger goes to work, He doesn't need ID. And he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface, in his hand.
Like touch it?
Yeah. Oh, weird. Yeah, it's like a grain of rice.
Yeah, a grain of rice.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
Yeah, it's all on chip, so I use it like to get around the building.
Buy snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's buy some snacks.
Exactly.
So I can't open it.
No.
Okay.
So what I need to do is I need to first blip my chip, and it will log me in, and from there I get access to the fridge.
Popular TV shows like Black Mirror have imagined chips as part of a dystopian future.
Install in-grain procedure with local anesthetic and you're good to go.
In Sweden, the microchips are already here. The microchip implants use the same technology that's in contactless credit cards, which have made cash pretty much obsolete in Sweden. No cash. At this tech fair, a chipping event for those on the cutting edge, merging their hands with this new technology. I thought it would be fun, right? The process is simple and swift. A pinch of the skin, and in a matter of seconds, the chip is inserted. The transformation is complete. As for the pain,
I barely felt it.
but even in this nation of early adopters, not everyone is racing to get chipped.
Feel less human. I will feel like a robot. I think, so much more data can go into this, when it's in your body.
There's no central registry tracking how many people are chipped, but biohacker Hannes Wellblood estimates between 5,000 and 10,000.
In the future, do you think everyone is going to be chipped?
I think it will be voluntary, but I am certainly convinced that millions of people will find it very, very valuable to have a smart device under their skin.
Human microchipping may be our future, but in Sweden, it's already reality.
Shalom.